Okay, so I didn't tell you I changed the name recently.
What'd you change the name to?
This is welcome to the Daydreaming podcast with
Welcome to
Xavier Reynoso, and today the guest is my friend Erik Calvo.
Erik, we love you. Yeah, what's up? My name is Erik Calvo. I'm from Harlem. I'm 22 years old. And I'm very happy and grateful to be dreaming alive, dreaming awake with Xavier.
Daydreaming.
Dreaming awake, nigga. Daydreaming.
Okay.
Because
Anyways,
usually when you dream when you're sleeping. You feel me? But if we're daydreaming, you're dreaming while you're awake.
yeah, I just changed it to that because like I told you I had that art made, and I was like, oh, I want something like kind of like weird and like kind of trippy maybe. But then it's like I thought Daydreaming was the perfect title because it's like when I was in school, I was always not paying attention, I was daydreaming basically.
Yeah, thinking about this.
Thinking about things I actually want to do.
Think about things that actually mattered to you.
Yeah, well, it's funny because I would be staring out the window, like literally, like just what was important to me in class was anything else besides that.
Right.
But you were talking about that. What was your saying? You're saying you say mad. I'm mad grateful.
I'm mad grateful.
You've been doing that for a minute now because on your Instagram you post all the time saying what you're grateful for.
Right. Yeah.
How long you been doing that?
I started that out. I want to say in 2018. I met Ajna, in the Healing Place family. It's an online spiritual community that we just supporting one another in our elevation, in our journey, in our process. One of the things that is my Instagram became like a video journal because it's mad embarrassing at first to put a video up on Instagram to be like, I'm mad grateful for this. And just like I feel like I don't do that before. Like none of my friends do that. Like it's weird because that's not what Facebook is for. Like nigga, post the memes and laugh, post the nice pictures, like it post thirst traps. But then it's like this woman on Instagram is showing me how she's not perfect, but she's here. And that's someone from my community that he says it's a lot, Roderick. He said, and I'm probably botching his name up because my tongue is Spanish, but like he's saying like, I don't have to be perfect. I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna have times where I'm not my highest self, but I'm here though. And in order for us to come back from spaces where we feel like we've been stuck at, we have to give ourselves that opportunity to not be perfect. You know what I'm saying? And that video journal is like every day I start off on this day 5, round 8 of my Healing Place 30 Days of Positivity Challenge. I'm mad grateful for growth. And that
Hold that thought. Before we could continue that, can you just clap real loud so I could like edit easier later? Just one big clap.
Oh.
Perfect. All right. So you're saying, so you were doing that for 2 years. You were embarrassed at first because you don't strike me as someone that gets embarrassed.
Yeah, that's the facade. Yeah, I was mad embarrassed because like I've been dealing with like severe depression and anxiety since 2016, and 2018 is kind of like I'm over this shit. Like I don't like repeating the same days, so why the fuck am I repeating the same days? That's how it feels like when you're depressed. And you know, for those that haven't, it can feel like that, you know. And that was one of the things to hold me accountable. That was one of the things for me to see myself. And it's like, Erik, like in my head, I would wake up mad anxious, bro. Like in my head, it just be. That's why I started journaling. That's why I started writing, because there's so much shit in my head, and it literally felt like there's so many conversations happening, and I don't know what to do but zone out.
Yeah, and you know, in this time with Corona, especially, everybody's got to be feeling like that, so anxious. Like, especially, well, maybe not now since we're like 6 months in, but in the beginning, everybody, like at least I did, I felt very anxious all the time. I was just
trapped.
Afraid. Yeah, I felt trapped. Like I wouldn't leave my block. Like I would go just to the bodega and back, and I quit smoking for a little bit, but
I quit smoking, bro. I was like I told you earlier, like I did not leave my house for 3 months, like literally did not see the sun for 3 months. My parents were the only ones going outside, and that was first it was just my dad.
Were your parents scared, or they just?
They was scared. We was all scared, bro. Like my dad, someone in his job got the Rona, and like he told them, he was a manager, and like now he got laid off, but earlier he was like, oh, I have to quarantine my family because like I don't care, but I'm gonna give my family the Rona, and it's not gonna be because of carelessness. Like my dad was, that's the first time, not first time, but he was so concerned about us. He was concerned that he's like, I'm the only person, because my mom was on disability because she had a surgery. Like my sisters and I stopped working, and my younger sister is in school. She's 15. So like, he was like, I'm the only one leaving the crib. Like if y'all get sick, it's directly because of me.
He didn't want to feel guilty.
Yeah.
I
Damn.
feel that.
Sounds
I
like
feel that.
damn. When you put it like that, shit, he was looking out for his own consciousness.
No, because the thing, it would stem from if losing one of your members of your family,
Yeah.
you don't want to be the person to blame for that. That's why people kept hammering that down in the media. If for the young people, don't go outside. You can spread it. Even
your grandmother is gonna fucking drop dead, and you're gonna be crying the hardest at her funeral because you know it was you that directly gave her the Rona, and that sucks.
Yeah. Or you'll be at a bar anyways, like, you know, just like, oh, it's my life. You know, because the people that were going out anyways, I don't know if they cared that much in the first place, or they just were not in the state of mind of this could be their fault.
People weren't thinking beyond themselves, and like
a lot of people in the beginning, a lot of people were planning trips still, like, oh, flights are cheap. I want to go here, or you know, and then that all got shut down when the USA was banned. Like Americans were banned from Europe. I think China banned us too, which is hilarious.
Is the pot calling the kettle burnt? That's how it goes?
The teapot. But my whole family had corona.
No. He said his whole family got the Rona.
Yeah, my brother.
Where's my mask?
This was in March, though. This is in March.
Shit.
But the dog didn't get it.
Bro, everybody,
because my brother.
even Francel and your parents.
Yeah, my brother. He works at a bank, so his job never stopped. He didn't lose his job.
The money don't stop.
Nah, I mean, my dad. He's a truck driver. He delivers stuff to grocery stores. So he didn't stop working. So they were, and then he has a route in Queens, which was the worst. It was the worst borough for coronavirus. I remember seeing those videos early on where they were filling the back of a truck with bodies because they didn't have any more room in the hospital or something like that. And that was just scary.
I'm not gonna hold you,
man.
Like we were speaking about earlier about the scariest thing, and that to me was, I feel like I cut you off, but that was the scariest thing for me. Like I was seeing people, and it's crazy because I'm so morbid, and I didn't really, like, I knew I'd been morbid, but it's like when I was seeing people in Ecuador being burned a lot, like not alive, being burnt, like the corpse being burned, and like the thing that hit my heart was like, I'm like, damn, bro, y'all couldn't put your family's body to rest.
Yeah, that's the thing,
like, that shit
you can't
hurts,
even.
Bro.
So, like I said, my whole family got it. My brother, he was the first one. He lost his sense of smell, and then like, I swear to God, I was in that moment. He told me that I was like, damn. See you later. Like I was like, yo, this guy's gone. But
and it sucks though, cause we laughing, but like we had like low key, you had to have that mentality, like. Shit, like
actually no, it wasn't when he told me. I just remembered. No. That's not when I was thinking that. Oh shit,
he's a goner.
I swear to God, he sneezed. He sneezed 19 times in a row. Like literally, like he sneezed that many times in a row, and I was just like, oh my fucking God. And I was so scared. That was like week 1, like right after the NBA got canceled. And this thing sneezed 19 times.
You was going through it. The NBA got canceled. Now your brother's sneezing. Yeah. He was having a rough.
I mean, I don't watch the NBA as much as I used to, but that was just such a big thing. Like, oh shit, that's such a big thing in America.
Because you know what, George, or
worldwide.
Yeah.
And yeah, so once that made it real. That made it real for a lot of people, I think. And so when my brother got it, and he just lost his sense of smell, but I shared the room with him, so I was nervous, but I was like, I'm gonna get it. I'm just gonna get it. But I have a pretty strong immune system, so hopefully I can get through this, and it's not gonna be like, these videos the media is putting out and to scare everyone and like make sure people stay home. But then my dad got it, and we didn't know until like a week later because he was trying to keep it
On the low.
on the low.
You see?
And
Niggas
I don't
ain't shit.
and
No, I'm
he
kidding.
wasn't. I don't think he was 100% sure either because he never got tested until he had to go to the hospital.
That was a big
because
part of it too, bro. Nobody knew. Like,
nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
And then we shut down in March. It's been around since this December. Since December.
Yeah.
So all the numbers, for
Are
all we know,
skewed.
are not. It's not really based in the truth.
For all we know, we could have been got the Rona, and
Yeah.
niggas didn't know about it.
When I went to City MD to get my test, and I asked the guy that was the nurse. I was like, "Have you been seeing this for a while now?" He's like, "Yeah, we just didn't know what it was. People were getting sick, and we didn't know what to do."
Damn, that shit sound like a fucking movie. Niggas like, yeah, we've been seeing this for a while.
It is a movie.
And
This
it's like,
is gonna be a movie. This
course,
time, this
yeah.
era, and the whole world shut down. When has that ever happened?
this is apocalyptic times. This
That's
is what they meant.
So felt like
this
that.
is what. But the thing is, like, when people talk about the apocalypse, like, I've been studying the Bible a little more here and there, and like, it's not that the earth is gonna be on fire. I mean,
Wait, before we get into this, let me just finish the thing I was saying about my dad. So he got it bad, and a week later, it was the scary part was he came home from work early, and he said it was because he was in the middle of a delivery, and then he got out the truck, and then he just didn't know where he was. Like, he was dazed, and he felt like he had a fever. Like, he had a slight fever before, but I guess in that moment it was really bad.
yeah.
And then he came home, and
Damn, your father was working even when he felt sick.
it was because what else are we gonna do?
Eggs.
What else are we gonna do?
Case in point.
But
Yep.
the guy, his boss, I guess, was like, my dad told him like, yeah, hey, I think I had it or whatever. I have it right now. I gotta go get do something about this. And his boss was still like, hey, so are you gonna be able to come in tomorrow? So it's like, it's so weird because like, so many people have to be worried about coronavirus, but at the same time, people are worried about their businesses failing, their whole life being flipped upside down, and everybody's losing their jobs. So if you do have a job, you don't want to lose it. You just don't want to, or you don't want to live in the reality where you're sick.
Yeah, and going without, and like, that's the livelihood. Like, has your father not had a job before? Like, have you ever experienced like a moment where like there was like that insecurity?
Very briefly, but it's not. We were never really that worried. There he is.
Has it been more than like a year or?
No.
You
not
see,
that
like
long.
that's the scary part. A lot of people, believe it or not that we haven't struggled, because I come from struggle personally. Like, I think we've all experienced some kind of struggle in one way or shape or form, especially us. But like, I don't like, we haven't seen us like people. Our families come to America because this is secure. Like, there's jobs, this and third. You don't like, these are the type of things that you don't.
Not even
see
that it's
in this
secure.
country.
It's just better than what they have.
No, yeah. That's another. Yeah, it's better.
In certain aspects.
In certain aspects, of course, America is not the land of the free, but
But so he had to go get checked, but he was like trying to play it by ear. Or I don't know. He just was being stubborn. He didn't go in right away for the test until he had trouble breathing. And then my mom called an ambulance, and they came and got him. And my mom was like really worried, so she went with him, and she had to like say goodbye to him at the door. They didn't let her in. The doctors just said, "Hey, we'll take it from here. We'll put him in a room," and what?
don't move the mic too much.
Does it sound weird?
No, it doesn't sound weird yet, but like, it moved a little bit and it came out a little bit.
Yeah, I got to get used to it. Just in case anybody's wondering, I just couldn't figure out how to I have two of these mic stands. I just couldn't do it. This is my first time.
And the show must go on.
The show must go on. But yeah, and then he was in there at the hospital for a couple weeks, and then they put him in like some kind of camp in like a football field, college football field. They just had tents because they wanted to separate the people that were getting better from the people that were sick.
Of course.
Like really sick. So yeah, that was really scary. And that just shows like how serious it is.
How did that make you feel, bro? Because I haven't experienced, and like someone from my building, an elderly man, like he died, but I didn't really know him that well. How does it feel like someone who is your parent, like?
I mean, I wasn't gonna believe that, you know, he was gonna, you know, die or anything until it was that time. Cause like
Period.
he's been sick
Period.
before, and also he is like I think every time he gets sick, he's like, this is it. Like he's basically said his goodbyes already.
We got that handled.
I was just I was just like, no, this
Right.
can't be it, because he's made it through
Like
this before.
we've
like,
been through tough times. We gonna get through this. Yeah.
Yeah, but like it was like I was nervous. I was kind of worried, but I wasn't going to just act like it was over already. And then also I had it. So I was just like, maybe it's not that bad because I had it myself, and it is for me. I just felt tired. I just felt you just finish. Yeah,
My fault.
I just felt tired. Like I have this show that me and my brother would watch on Saturdays, and I really wanted to watch it, and I just would fall asleep every time.
Yeah.
So like, literally, I was like, something's wrong.
Nah, that's crazy, and you know something's wrong because, like, for me at least, like, it's a sign of like I'm avoiding some kind of feelings when I'll be just like knocking out.
Yeah, like I was tired, but also I didn't have like trouble breathing per se, but I was very congested. I was super congested, and the only relief I got was when I was laying down on my side. So I was just like, let me just go to sleep, because when I woke up in the morning, I would feel great. My sinuses were clear, but throughout the day, especially at night, I would just be so congested. And that's what they say. It gets worse at night for some reason. I don't know what that reason is.
They don't know what that reason is. My thing is about this too is like, it's okay to be a professional in a area and not know. Like, it's okay. And I feel like a big part of this, it was like, I felt they was trying to keep the front, like, everything is okay. But we were seeing shit busting at the seams, and we're like, yo, like, it's alright if y'all tell us it's not okay, because now, like, yeah, like, I feel, for me personally, the CDC has lost a lot of its credibility because y'all did not do y'all research the way y'all supposed to. And not even research, like, y'all wasn't, because God knows how you find a cure to anything. Like, not me. I don't know that. I'm not a doctor. But, like, as a form of communication, y'all are inciting more fear by all of y'all being on different pages. That's one. And two, not knowing what y'all saying. Like, one moment y'all say one thing, another's another, but it's like the president, you know that man is a cannon, right? Name won't be said, but you know that man is a cannon. Like, he's not on the right page, but then his own people on the right page. It's not about Republican or Democrats. It's not about, this is about unity.
No, he's the instigator.
He's an instigator. And the thing is, that's what showed us that this is like, it's not even funny anymore. Like, it's dangerous because of this, we didn't have proper protective equipment. Like,
and then
that's
so many states.
How the fuck does a hospital not have what it needs to manage?
And all the states were in a bidding war for the equipment, for the same equipment.
Because that's what he got. And the thing about that is, like, I say, if anything, this is gonna, like, if the government crumbles now, it's great. You know why? Because one, it's nothing that we haven't seen before. Like, this government hasn't been for us then, it's not for us now, and it won't be for us in the future. But more importantly, this is showing us all the flaws that we've been trying to cover up with gum. This is showing up all our holes in our system that we're saying, yo, bro, like, yeah, the only reason why he has the ability to be such a fucking fool in such a respect in such an important position is because allowed this. And little by little, things that we've allowed, right, in our system, it seems like he took advantage of all of it at once. You know what I'm saying? Things that we said, oh, like, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. This man has no political background. And not political, like, he doesn't know how to lie to people, because clearly that man knows how to lie to people. It's more so he has no leadership background. No good leadership background. You feel me? But somehow, some way, our system had no checks and balances.
The only leadership that he knows is that he's the boss.
The only leadership he knows is how to go file for bankruptcy.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they say. They say his casino went bankrupt. He had a university that didn't work out. Like, I don't know the details, but I don't
Raise
know.
your hand if you went to Trump University. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know about
Like,
that. But you know what the worst part is? Like, think about all the up-close beatboxers that, their career's finished.
Up close who?
Beatboxers.
What you mean?
Beatboxing?
I'm confused.
All right, let's move on. All right. So another reason I wanted to talk to you today. So I saw this thing in the news last week where this lady, Jessica Krug, or AKA Jess La Bombera.
Oh my god damn! I knew he was gonna ask the hard questions, but I didn't know he was gonna ask the hard question.
I have to, man. Like you. So for anybody that doesn't know, Jessica Krug is this lady, is like basically a Rachel Dolezal 2.0. She was a professor at George Washington University teaching African studies and
Africana studies.
Africana, and it was revealed. Well, she revealed that she was passing for black this whole time for like, what was it, 20 years?
I don't know, bro. I have not mustered up the energy to read any articles on it.
She wrote, she had a whole page of,
She wrote a book, I heard, or some shit.
No, I mean she wrote an admission of it. So there's on just like some medium.com, like some blog. She wrote a blog about it, and she was talking about maybe some mental illness she's been dealing with, which I totally believe.
Yeah, but racism is a mental illness as well.
I don't think she's racist. Let's get back to that, but she basically has been passing for black and teaching African studies, and like she's been very adamant about the racial issues of people of color, and very like outspoken on the side of the people of color. But she's been passing for black, and what she wasn't just passing for black. She said first she was passing for North African. Then she was passing for Jamaican, and then Latina from the Bronx, which is crazy. And how did nobody notice her accent changing throughout the years?
You know why? Because as impressionable college students, when we go to predominantly white institutions and we go into these white spaces where we don't see ourselves, the first person that looks like us, we don't care what your credentials are. We don't care what you got to say, because I like to assume, which I've learned, furthermore, you can't assume shit. Furthermore, but it's like I like to assume that at the George Washington University they're doing background checks. I like to assume that they at least type in your name in Facebook, because like if they would even listen to this woman speak, they would see that you
were a former student of hers.
I was a former student, so I was in her class, and I guess Spirit always knows, because I dropped to class the first day, but it just didn't.
The first day?
Yeah, it just didn't go well with my schedule. That's really why.
Oh,
I didn't know her.
Did you have any like did you talk to her at all one-on-one?
I spoke to her briefly, but not as much as my one of my friends that he sent me that. And my thing with that is like, yes, as students, like it looks bad on us, because it's like, damn, like y'all don't know your own kind when y'all see your own kind. Like this woman was dancing bachata, and it looked like she was stepping on roaches, and not even that. Like,
wait, where'd you see that?
I didn't see it.
Your friend saw
I've
that.
heard, yeah.
You know what's funny? There was a video that she took down. I was trying to find her Instagram, but she took it down. But some organization invited her to come teach salsa, and apparently they were like, like she was doing salsa, but it was not good.
Yeah, she was doing salsa, but
that was one of the things that made somebody suspect her. But it was really a colleague of hers that exposed her at George Washington University. This salsa class was somewhere in the Bronx, I think. But like it's
you know what's crazy
so
funny about that? She's a fraud. She would take a class up, I think it's her crew. She would take a class up, do a trip to New York, and have the people like come to the Bronx and take it. Cause one of my former friends, she is from the Bronx, so she was like, "Oh, I'm already here. Like I'm visiting home," and you know what I'm saying. But that's mad funny you say that salsa stuff, cause that just unlocked the memory. Cause it's funny, I do remember that.
Yeah.
But I never really cared about that, cause I was in her class. But my thing is like, yeah, as students, like I hold my peers accountable. It's like, yo, we fumbled the bag. Like, how didn't we realize that she was not one of us?
But the thing is, I've seen pictures of her, and I don't know, like from the pictures, I wouldn't question her immediately. I wouldn't be like,
no, because as a Dominican, like I can't question anyone's blackness, because if you go to our island, we all look very much different. We're a melting pot. So
Yeah.
who am I to tell you
Yeah,
that
but then
what your history is?
She was like, she looked like a stereotypical Latina. You know what I mean?
But I'm no one to say that because my little sister has straight hair. I have curly ass hair, and we come from the same mother and father. Like, fit appearance does not say whether you're black or not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, but if you, with the information that you have now,
I mean,
if you
yeah,
looked at
now
her,
2020, hindsight is always 2020. Hindsight is always perfect vision.
yeah,
We don't.
she does look like a Jewish woman with, you know, in like a costume basically. But if you didn't know that, you wouldn't be able to tell, which is why some people were probably like in the back of their mind thinking that, but not wanting to say it because
I will never.
If you're wrong, you don't want to be wrong about it.
It's like
that.
asking a woman if she's pregnant.
Yeah, that is very. Yeah, that's a good analogy.
I'm not asking a single person. Yo, you really from the Bronx? Who the fuck am I to tell you where you from? That's my idea. But it's like
basically you're basically accusing someone
of
that
being false.
Everything they say is a lie.
Their identity is being false. Like, that's a huge accusation. So that's like, yeah, no one wants to make the allegation, but like, I feel like the university, it's not our fault. It's the university's fault. You feel me? Like, the Africana Studies Department at the George Washington University is one person. Her name is Jessica James. I believe that's the name. One person. I went to see this one person when before I dropped out, my last semester, I declared my junior year, first semester, I declared my major as Africana Studies. I went, and also it was a freaking goose chase finding that classroom. Literally, I was asking the director of our school. And because we have different schools, whether like business school, whatever. Like, I was asking the director, and he was giving me stuff, and literally he didn't know where she was at. Y'all don't care about this department, and it shows. That's why we're so vulnerable, and no one protects us. That's why someone could come without credentials and come teach in this class.
Yeah,
And this woman is an intelligent woman. She knows
is.
what she was talking about. But it's that extra relatability, like, that's disrespectful to my experience as a black person. You know what I'm saying? And my experience in that university, because all black folks in that university, we see each other. Even if we don't see each other, we see each other because there's only about 5 of us there. So we all feel the pressure. So when we see a teacher that is talking like us, looking like us, and relating to us and teaching us, it's like, damn, someone that looks like me is finally teaching me about me. And you cool as hell, and you talk to me. Oh, and you from New York, bro. When people tell me they from New York, I just ask them, oh, where part of New York? Oh, I'm from the Bronx. Oh, bet you my brother. But like, that was, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the small things. Like, we had to find small things to connect, to relate to in college. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, this teacher, I was that hurt when people were sending me this, and it was actually like affecting me when niggas kept sending me this. 'Cause I was like, yo, like I was dead studying this, like that. I still study that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're making a mockery out of us.
In my opinion, like, what's really like wrong about it is like she was so outspoken, but then to have that, you know, lie and about like her identity is like, all right, so is this what you think the whole experience is just looking the part and then being a victim?
Yeah.
Because
do you think
we don't see the other parts? Like, I don't know, was she making pastelitos at home? Like, what the hell? Like,
fuck what she was
she watching novelas too?
Fuck
like,
all
I
that
don't
shit,
know.
because you see, that's what that says, that our culture, we are a costume. Like, you could say
that's what,
like, you could say you from the Bronx, and you could make pastelitos and shit and watch some novelas and dance some broken ass salsa, and you Dominican, you Latina. Nah, do not play with my Afro Latinidad.
I'm saying, like, from the outside perspective, people that don't know her,
right,
you're only seeing her being a victim, and so that's what it looks like. That's all it looks like. She thinks
is the
that
black
experience is.
Yeah,
and it's funny because if she just like did it as a white woman, she would be so respected, and everybody would love her.
Yes,
and you know what's crazy? She was she grew up in Kansas City, and she was classmates with the mayor. The now mayor of Kansas City, and he spoke about her. He said that she was
fraudulent ass bitch.
No. He said everybody seems to feel bad for her. Seems to be the consensus. Like, some people feel betrayed, but most people feel bad for her. I feel bad for her because
why y'all feel bad for her?
Because clearly has mental problems. You know.
Yeah, no one felt bad for me when I was in college, deeply, deeply depressed. Like
I don't know.
on
I
meds.
don't know
I
if
was
that's true.
I was on meds, and niggas was telling me, yeah, go to class.
Well,
Like the George Washington University was charging me after I was paying $70,000
that's
to go to that university. So, and they barely give any long-term mental health stuff. So
okay, but
if
don't
y'all
you
don't
think-
give a
don't
fuck
you
about
think-
us, why we gotta give a fuck about this white bitch crying about, oh, they coming at me because I lied. Bitch, yeah, you
no,
lied.
I mean,
deal with it. You made your bed.
They say that the only reason she made that blog post exposing herself is because she was about to get exposed anyways.
Yeah,
But
she just got in front of it.
and to me, it does not seem malicious.
Bro,
To me,
niggas been trying to expose
me-
her for mad long.
really.
Yeah,
How long?
that's another thing. I don't know the timeline, but like I was reading certain things and it's like people were saying that like she would invalidate other people's experiences as being black.
Oh, can I say? All right, so
And that's the one thing that's another thing. I'm like, damn, bitch, like I'm trying to root for you, but you just making the case against you.
So the New York Post has really been loving her. You know, sometimes the New York Post is like shitty, but
Because they love clickbait.
Yeah, this week I love the New York Post because they had this article where they interviewed her neighbor that lived like 3 floors above or below her or something, some Swedish filmmaker, documentary maker or something. And then like she said that she would get harassed by her for no reason, never having talked to her. So like she would pass her in the street and just be like what's the word? Oh, she'd be like, "Oh, gentrifier." I just imagine passing somebody in the street just saying gentrifier for no reason. You never talk to them in their life.
I say that to white people in Harlem.
It's under your breath or right to their face.
All of the above.
Oh, I mean, to me, that's just like that's unnecessary. I mean, I guess you could feel that way, but like,
Oh, for sure. I'm gonna say what I feel.
But also, she would steal her mail. Like
Isn't that like a federal offense?
I think it is, yeah. One
And
time,
you feel
so
bad for this bitch?
the first time it happened, she's crazy. The
Yes,
first time it happened,
if a crackhead hits me, I'm gonna knock that crackhead out.
but
Yeah,
you're not like
they're
that crack.
crazy.
You're not saying that crackhead is a bad person. You're saying this person has problems and I don't want to be around.
Yeah,
them.
and I'm also not saying I'm rooting for this crackhead to
I'm
keep
not rooting
walling
for her.
out.
I'm not rooting for her.
So why you feel bad for her?
Because she's crazy. Because she has problems and that's not dealt with, and that's the reason. Like it's not like she's doing this as to laugh in our face. Like I really believe that she did feel strongly about the issues that she was talking about. She just went about it the wrong way.
For how long she went about it the wrong way?
20 years apparently.
20 years, family. Remember this. Whenever I do a mistake, Xavier better have the same energy and blame it on my mental health. Remember that. Because this nigga is fucking defending this woman. Like,
I'm not defending her.
My thing is like,
I'm just presenting this point of view. That
but the thing
you
is,
shouldn't
bro,
just-
insanity is only a plea case in the systems that mainly works for white folks.
So are you telling me that if you were acting a certain way because you weren't in your right mind and you just couldn't help it, but you knew what you were doing is wrong, you wouldn't want someone to be like, look, Erik.
I want them to put me I want them to
No, you
institutionalize
You
me.
do not,
Yeah, bro.
Erik.
If I'm doing things that I know are wrong, right? You saying no wrong, yet you can't help it, right? Yet you can't help it. That means that I'm a danger to society, and I need to be removed from spaces that I can't help being a shitty person.
That's what she's really guilty of.
No,
is being
she
a
needs to
shitty
be
person.
institutionalized. Because if we're talking about she has mental health issues, she needs to be treated as someone who committed a crime.
Well, she's a very high functioning crazy person.
So I was high functioning depressed. I was still drowning and was very suicidal.
I mean,
like high functioning means nothing. It just means you know how
disagree.
to fake it. You know how to. That just means
I
you know how to
disagree.
fake it, bro. It doesn't like yes, mental health is a thing. Yes, I'm an advocate of mental health, but it does not excuse diddly squat. Like it does. You can't say, oh, this person threw their babies out the window because she was postpartum depression.
Excusing her.
She's still going to jail.
I'm just seeing it from this point of view. I'm just trying to be real about it. I'm not saying that, hey, don't fire her. I'm not saying give her another chance. I'm just trying to understand her, and I'm without like shitting on her just because everybody's wants to shit on her. That's why I feel like that's why most people feel bad, because it's like, yo, she really was on our side, but she felt like she had to lie to fit in, But going back to her neighbor, so she noticed one of her packages was missing, so she wants the super, and then the super showed her video footage, and she was like, "Do you have any problems with Jessica?" And she was like, "I've never talked to her in my life." And then she stole another package again after that, and
Now she a crypto too.
but only to a white woman. You know that she hates white people, but she hates herself.
Yeah,
so she also would lock her bike to the lady's bike, to her neighbor's bike. So, and then the lady would be like, "Hey, get your bike off of my bike." And then she would be like, "What are you gonna do about it?"
Beat that ass. Fuck you talking about?
She was trying to provoke her.
Yeah, she was enticing her.
And
Instigating.
what else? Oh my god! I just thought it was so funny that
Like
she was harassing
I
her
feel
neighbor.
you, bro. Like, cause don't get me wrong. Like I always ask myself, like, why would Ted Bundy kill all these women and rape them? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I think that's way different.
Why would this bum
I don't think that's fair to compare her to a serial killer. But
fair. We all know this life ain't fair. Ain't about fairness. And that bitch was parading our struggles on her back and getting paid for it. I have never gotten paid for being black.
well, she did study. You know, no matter
Nigga, people apply for positions that like hers, black folks, black
Yeah,
women, and can't get it because bum ass
what's
bitches like her is taking up spots because they want to lie because their little mental health shit.
And
My
that's
love,
where
go
she's
get
wrong.
help and get out of our face and go get help. We don't care about your book. We don't care about your excuses. The damage was done, the impact. But it's like, how about all the people that you scarred on your way up? All the students that she invalidated on her way up because all the people that she gaslighted up to now. Like when you get gaslighted, like that's not a thing people saying, oh, like when you're saying yes and people saying no, like that's a psychological thing. Like this woman is literally a fraud and people are seeing it with their own eyes and they're being told that they're lying. Now that she came about and she said, oh, I did it, it's like, oh, now let's listen to her. Oh, let's think about this. But when people was fighting for the truth, because it's not only like, let's expose her. It's not about exposing her. It's about the impact, the stuff that she did, the people that she affected. Wow.
I'm leaving that in.
It's about the impact. It's about how she hurt other people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like certain people, like when they get sexually assaulted, you know, like they say like, oh, like they get sexually assaulted. And most people that rape other people have gotten raped, right? And it's like, damn, I feel bad for them because like they couldn't help it. Like I've been sexually assaulted. I've had sexual impulses that I couldn't control because someone took that ability away from me at a very young age. But that doesn't excuse me going to rape other children.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I get. Well,
It's
I get
a mental health thing.
I get why you would be mad that she's taking opportunities away from other people that deserve it more than her. But I don't think it's fair to compare that kind of mental illness with violent, mentally ill people. I just don't think that's fair.
Now we could compare mental illness, but we're not comparing what the results because she didn't kill anyone to my knowledge. But shit, because we don't know what else. What else do we?
Where'd she get all those clothes from?
Now she stole the clothes straight off black people's back.
Imagine they search her home and she just
got
has
skins. You imagine she got skins of black people.
Black people's
She got
skins.
black face, and she be wearing it at night to feel what it is to finally be
Oh,
black.
and she has like somebody's like family.
Bro,
tree,
let me help you write. Let me help you write your next skit.
Oh my god, that'd be funny.
That'd be very funny.
But
No funny shit. You're right. I'm exaggerating. I'm using a bit of hyperbole and stuff. Cause no funny shit. I am hurt. Like when I saw that shit, I was hurt. Cause it's like, damn, like you lied directly to me. It's like it's not something that I'm just seeing. Like, oh, that's crazy. That happened at like I'm like, damn, that happened at the university that I dropped out of. Was thinking of going back and dead ass. When I saw that shit, I was like, I'm never stepping foot in a place that won't even look twice at our. If they would have sat down and observed her more. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things that checks and balances that were not in place by the university first. Because a lot of people are saying, oh, those kids should know better. But then when we speak about her and we say, oh, she was her mental health stuff, why don't we talk about the mental health impact that she had on all these kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, as a person, because like I said, she was invalidating other black people's bro, like I said, like, me personally, I'm not gonna hold you. I've done that. Like, people be like, oh, I'm from New York. And then I'd be like, nigga, where you really from? And they'd be like, oh, I'm from upstate. Shout out to my bro Brandon. He from Westchester. He not from New York, but I love him. He was like, oh, like he like I would tell niggas like, oh, you're not from New York. You're not from the city. You know what I'm saying? Like you can only say you're from New York if you're from the city type shit, right? But she was saying shit like that to the people, like invalidating the experience, like, oh, like on small stuff, like for example, like, oh, you know Spanish, or you can't dance, or you don't know this part of your history, etc., etc. Like, I'm not the person that knows the most about Dominican history.
Yeah, I think that's really funny when people say that. Like, especially like people say all the time to people from New Jersey, like, oh, you ain't from New York. You just come into the city sometimes. But then everybody's like Dominicans be waving the Dominican flag. Oh, they've been there like once.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right. No, so but that's the type of shit that I was saying. If I was not born in the Dominican Republic, but I am very much Dominican. That goes without saying.
By
but
blood.
if anyone is to say, also by culture as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's not
my
the
culture
same
was,
experience.
It's not the same experience. I was not born in DR. You're right. I did not have the experience of a Dominican being raised in DR. I had the experience of a Dominican being raised in New York City. Yeah. Right? Because I was raised around
Dominican American.
Dominicans, yeah. Dominican American. Spanish was my first language. I was in ESL until the 4th grade. You feel me?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got out of ESL.
Were you in like the back of the class in Rosetta Stone?
I was taken out of class to do that.
Wow.
So. But I'm a genius.
They're like, no, this guy needs a lot of work.
He was like, no, like he can't just stay in the back. He need to get out. Like he needs a private one-on-one.
Yeah. But back to
But
Jessica.
yeah, the invalidating, that's my also my number one issue. Like, fine, you can say you black and you're not really be black, like, right? But it's like, you are a professor. You have a certain amount of power. Like, for example, I had a teacher that she was black, right? And she was an African-American woman, and she was born here. And she was saying that she had made a comment to me and my friend Angel. She said, get off the boat, right? Because she had made a reference about music, American music, right? I don't know black American music because I was raised in a Dominican household. I know old ass music from the 40s of Dominicans, but I don't know black American music like that, right?
Wait, hold on 1 sec. Papi, cerra la puerta.
And this is part of the Dominican experience.
Yeah.
Nigga said, estamos recording aquí. That's also another thing about being born in America. Like, we speak Spanglish. We literally made up that language. Now, let's talk about what you just said, bro.
What?
Alright, so Xavier was telling his father, because, we recorded in the living room, right? Xavier told his father to close the door, right? But he said, estamos recording aquí. He said 2 words in Spanish and 1 word in English. We've literally made it a language. Like, Spanglish is literally a language, bro.
But you know what? They started it because I was.
Oh no, I wasn't my fault. I wasn't criticizing you.
I'm not.
I was just saying, like, I was like, that's beautiful. Like, that's culture right there. That stuff like that. But that's culture.
It's because the American influence on DR. Because forever I would say my mom would say, "Ponte el polo exactly, polo shirt." I thought polo shirt. Oh, that means shirt. No, it's polo shirt.
Nah, bro. My family used to say a thing, right? A thing. That stands for the steam. Like that. Like a thing is like it's the shit, the heater. Like literally, they were saying heater. They did not say calentador. They were not saying like radiator in Spanish. They were saying a thing. But el control, like el control is control. Like Spanish, like Dominicans. Yeah, there's a huge bro. You just blew my mind with that one right there. Like, it's facts, bro. It's so facts. The influence that America has had, and that comes directly from imperialism. The influence that America has had on the Dominican Republic is crazy.
My mom tells me they celebrate Thanksgiving there now.
Do they really?
That's what I've heard.
You dead ass?
That's what I've heard.
I mean, I've never been to DR in Thanksgiving.
Me either.
That's
for Christmas, New Year's.
My parents been there, I think, once. What to my knowledge?
Imagine those meals.
What happened?
I said, imagine those meals.
Them shits, listen, one thing that we are is extra. That's why all I know is to be too much. Because, shout out to my friend Ashley, be too much. Because,
shout out Ashley.
Shout out my sister Ash. But, like,
I gotta have her on.
Nah. You gonna have her on, bro. Mm-hmm. Nah, but, because she started her shit, be too much. Not her shit, excuse me. Let me put respect on her platform. It's called Be Too Much. And it's something like this.
I wish I had y'all on together now.
Everything is possible, bro. We gonna make this happen. Y'all not only gonna see me once, but like they were saying like I was saying, excuse me. That's what I say when I lose my train of thought. I'll be like, I was saying like her. You gonna have to edit this shit out. Wow.
I'm gonna have to do a couple of. Wait, give me a second. You were saying?
Like Dominicans because Xavier said, imagine celebrating the Thanksgiving in the Dominican Republic. Son, Dominicans are extra here. Have you seen, bro? Dominicans leave their tree up until February. Like, Thanksgiving would be lit as hell in Dominican Republic. What? The whole street, bro. In my dad, he lives in the he was raised in the barrio and shit, right? The streets, we would, cause like
El barrio where just La Bombera's from.
Who?
Just La Bombera.
Who's Just La Bombera?
That's what Jessica Crew called herself.
No,
that's her Latina.
no, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
No,
Just
what?
Yeah, there's a video of her on city council.
No,
like that's what she went by. Just La Bombera.
Family. Also, isn't that such an embarrassment? Who the fuck goes around Erik and El Bombero? What fire she be, or is she just be taking these
She's
niggas?
putting out the fires of the white man.
Wow. No, I think that might have been her train of thought.
No, seriously.
You need to have her on this podcast.
Dude,
next.
I would do it. Just La Bombera, okay?
Just La Bombera. Pull up.
Yo.
I got some words for you. Come on, I won't hurt you. I promise. Come outside. Come outside. We're not going to jump you.
Yo.
Yo, you know niggas used to be like, come outside, we're not going to jump you. And they used to jump you.
Shit, I got jumped.
You got jumped?
I got jumped once. And then I got almost robbed once.
Our bro got robbed once.
Who?
Chris. You're going to have to edit that out.
You think that mind? Which
Chris? Navy? Army, whatever.
Oh, really? I don't even know which one you're talking about.
Oh, Melvin told me, yeah, bro. He's like, cause Melvin was. I came back from the summer from college once, and Melvin was like, yo, bro, like, you be in my hood, like, granted, like, that's nothing.
Oh wait, I think I did hear about this because it was on his block. I think I did hear.
Yeah, bro. Cause I told Mel, I was like, nigga, it's my block. Like, I was born and raised. He was like, nigga, like, niggas that not from your block are coming to your block to do that type of shit. You feel me? And I'm like, damn, bro, you facts. You always gotta be safe.
Oh, we're getting a little bit off topic here.
Not yet. No, you could.
I'm thinking. So another thing about Jessica is both her parents are dead. She had 2 white Jewish parents.
That's not funny, guys. I almost laughed. It's not funny at all. Please excuse my inappropriate ability to handle emotions.
So I'm thinking that maybe I don't even know for sure. Maybe her parents were super racist, because from a young age in high school,
she's been an activist.
Like I said, the mayor of Kansas City was a few grades below her, and he was like, "Oh, she's kind of, he kind of liked her because she was so outspoken."
I guess I see now. I can see. Damn.
See what I'm saying now?
He tugged at the heartstrings. He said how niggas is dead, and I was like, that probably fucked her up. Nah, no funny shit too. Because her parents could have been mad racist and stuff, and she learned I never want to be like them. And then they died.
And then they died. How do you deal with that?
And then she had a crisis, and she's like, I'm not them. Who am I?
And
I'm these people.
She was in therapy.
I'm trans, black.
Yo, imagine being her therapist.
No.
Yo.
I'd be like, sis, I need therapy.
Right after she'd walk out the room, I would call like 10 people. Yo, guess what she said today?
Guess what this bitch just said? She says she black. She said she Jamaican. Was she not just North African the other day?
It would be funny.
And that's another thing.
It'd be funny if she would like slip up and sometimes say Jewish sayings in like an African accent.
Nah, but
what are you doing? Don't raise your. Are you Mashugana?
Bro, the thing is, you can't say that because you know why though? Because I could study the Torah. I could say Inshallah, and I'm not Muslim, but that means God willing. You know what I'm saying? And I could also say God willing or Dios quiera, no quiera, exactly. And we're saying the same thing, but it's like, niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't call someone fraud because you could study someone else's stuff and catch the lingo, etc., etc. Because language is universal.
Like white people from New York that talk and act hood, we accept them.
We accept them because y'all was born. Like, the thing is that when someone's trying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the key. And that's the shit that hurts a lot of us. It's like, damn, this bitch was trying and she caught us. But bro, this bitch was undercover for 20 years. And that's facts. Now that we think about it, it's facts. It must have been a lot of mental health shit, but
that's my
because it's like detective is also true. Like, no funny shit too. Like detectives, when they go undercover, a lot of them lose themselves.
Really?
Like, have you ever seen the prison show, The First 48 or some shit? No. I can never go down with those prison shows because black people go to prison too much for niggas to be watching that shit for reality TV. Nigga, don't nobody want to go to fucking jail.
I watch Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen is different.
I like the episode where he threw a fish at a lady.
I don't know. I need to find the episode. Is that the nigga that put the the bread between her ears?
No,
and
it
called
was
her-
it was. I think it was season 14. I think it might have been the All-Star edition, and then Robin fucked up the fish, so he took the fish and threw it at her.
Fucking Robin.
And she was like, "Ah!"
Fucking Robin. Yo, I promise y'all on life, if any of y'all want to mentor me in anything that I might not know how to do or that I do and I want an extra mentor, don't ever throw nothing at me because I'm going to beat your ass.
So
how did they not beat this nigga's ass?
I mean, no, because they respect him too much. They know that he's that good.
He's that good to
That's how he was taught, and look how good he is.
I guess.
Because it's like certain people. That's like the military mentality, and basically the military. That's for hundreds of years they beat you down,
nigga. If
and
Bobby
then build you up,
nigga, that sounds like how our parents teach us how to be tough.
But
they
the thing is,
they beat us up, and they be like, "All right, now you ready? Now you can withstand anything."
But
like that's traumatic.
I think there's something.
That's
to
not
that.
traumatic.
I mean, it can be,
but
it can also make you tougher.
No, it always makes you tougher. Like me being bullied since me being called a faggot since I was before I entered preschool, right? But
before preschool?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Who's calling you a faggot before preschool?
Shout out to my daddy. I love you, Dad.
Oh.
But
take a turn.
sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to do that. But like me being bullied from that young age, like it built tough skin because literally you could say certain shit to me. And I have the ability to walk away. Now that I'm grown, I'm gonna beat your ass. But like I've been beating niggas ass since 8th grade. But like that is not.
You know what I'm saying?
No, don't do that. No, I'm a nerd. Nah, but
well, I don't know because you were having a very interesting conversation before we started this. I don't know if you want to talk about that.
What are we talking about?
With your friend.
What are we talking about?
You want to manage him.
Oh yeah, my boyfriend. Shout out to my boyfriend.
That's your boyfriend, okay.
I love you, baby. I'm gonna manage his OnlyFans. Shout out to my best friend Rosaura. She said that we wouldn't last. This is for you, babe. Nah, she didn't mean it like that. She meant, but it came off like that, But I address shit.
I mean, hey. She was being honest.
She was being honest. You can't get mad. You can only get mad at the delivery, not the honesty.
So hold on. So.
I got off.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, like you could
fans.
before that, bro. Like you could. What I meant to say would bring up my trauma, not to talk about my trauma, but like you could break someone down, and yes, they're gonna have tough skin, but like, is that to what expense? At what expense? Like, yes, he's a good ass teacher, but you imagine all the people, bro. He does not make people feel good. You imagine all the people that have left their careers because they think, bro. You cannot tell me. Yes, he has made amazing chefs, but you cannot tell me he has not broken people's soul.
The people that leave there, first of all, have you watched the show?
I have not sat down and watched, but I've seen it here and there.
You should watch a whole season because
a whole season.
Yeah,
I did a whole season to get to know this man.
No. What I'm saying is,
not an episode.
The first 3 or 4 people that leave
are not built for it.
Or we're not in the right mentality, or we're just there just to be there and not. They weren't really interested.
Those who really want it don't give a fuck what he got to say. They just there to get their skills,
or they don't belong there because some people are like, oh, I can't. They can't even make a salad right. Right, so what are you doing there?
Oh, right. I see what you're saying because it's like people that, for example, I trade in the foreign exchange market, and I'm also an independent business.
I was just wanted to get into that. Do you want to talk about forex?
Just a little bit in that manner because like I have many mentors, right? And that's one of the things that I love about this opportunity that I'm in. I'm learning how to be an independent business owner, meaning building a business from the ground up with the capital that I have, which is not enough to have a successful business. But my mentors, sometimes I feel like they can be very, very rough. And at times, like, I'm not gonna hold you, like, it can get to me. It can get to me, but then I'm just like
what, rough in what way?
Rough in the way of telling you, like, no funny shit, like telling you the things you don't want to hear.
Like what do they tell you? Like that
like,
really.
For example, like my business is I trade in the foreign exchange market. That's only for me. But my business in being an independent business owner is helping other folks become profitable, and not only profitable, helping other folks believe in themselves. Because if you don't believe that you could do something, you're not. It doesn't matter how much work you put in, right? So I help them see the vision. So when they tell me, like, for example, Erik, have you called your back office, right? Have you called all 30 of your mentees, for example, right? The answer is no, right? Sometimes, right? But when the answer is no, I know that I'm wrong for not doing that.
But what is, like, give me an example of something they said to you that affected you the most?
Like, no funny shit, like, I've been going through a lot of emotional stuff and no one has asked me how I'm feeling. but people are ready to be like, all right, like, you know, this is stuff you're going through. Like, there's a lot of stuff you're gonna go through. Like, get, you know, face it and let's attack the day. And like, I actually would like if someone says like, Erik, like, let's not talk about Forex today. How are you feeling? Right.
So is that what gets to you? Was that how you feel like they're being brutal like to you? In
That's one of the ways, right? Like that's one of my biggest ways, because part of this is like, I feel, here's my thing with
you
that.
feel like you're friends with them?
Let me tell you. Here's my thing. I have one person that I was previously friends with, right? Like before the organization. I don't feel like I'm friends with any of them. Like, I don't feel like I'm friends with any of them. I feel like they're just my business partners. Right. But at times that relationship can feel like, when they're trying to, the emphasis on try, when they attempt to hold me accountable, it feels like an attack, because all I hear is what I'm doing wrong, but I never hear, excuse me. I don't hear with as much frequency what I'm doing right. And it makes me feel like I'm only doing things wrong. When I have a business, I'm clearly doing something right. But it's like, that's where the reminder comes in. That's why I brought that up with the chef, because I feel like, yeah, that could be very brutal. And yeah, like, some people are not going to be built for that, right? And they might want to change their approach in the future. But for me, my goals remain the same. And I know that whether I like how they're telling me or not, I need to do what I got to do to reach my goals. The thing is, they want me to reach my goals as much as I do. And that's why I respect them. Because no matter how they speak to me, you know, they're not going to throw no fish at me. But no matter how they speak to me, I remind myself, I tell myself, Erik, success over ego. Success over ego. At times, it's like, yeah, they might not listen. So guess what? I have a therapist. If I want someone to ask me how I'm feeling, I have a therapy appointment tomorrow at 11 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I tell myself, like, sometimes, like, because when you said that, I was like, you know what? That's facts. It's tough skin. You know what I'm saying? Like, working with people, even like in any industry, working with people, like, people are going to be mean to you. People are going to be assholes. And it's like, you have to build that tough calluses. Like, how are you going to handle that? Right? Like, if you don't practice how you're going to execute, your execute is going to be as shitty as your practice, right? So I need to, like that Marine, I need to give you the hardest circumstances, because when you go out there and someone's leg comes off, I need you to be calm, cool, and collected and handle that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, right now, I have a business. I'm a P1000 in my organization, right? I have over 30 people. I have 30 people, right, in my organization.
Under you?
Under me.
So you're their mentor?
I'm their mentor.
How many mentors do you have?
I have countless amount of mentors.
All right, here's a question that I have. And this is not an attack on you or anything. This is just a genuine question.
Yeah, this is a safe space.
I saw you posted something that there were Forex is on Forbes, and you were like, you know, if this is a pyramid scheme, why is it on Forbes? What separates it from a pyramid scheme? Because I'm hearing, okay, you got 30 mentors under you.
No, mentees.
You got a few mentors, and I'm assuming you got to pay to, you know, for a mentor or mentee relationship. Is that true?
You pay for the educational platform that we offer.
How much do you pay?
We pay excuse me, wow, I'm brain farting. We pay the enrollment fee for the platinum package is we have multiple packages. Yeah, for one package.
What's the lowest package?
The lowest package is $235 to enroll, and there's a monthly fee of $175 to have access to the tools.
So, what separates Forex from a pyramid scheme?
Well, Forex is short for the foreign exchange market, so anyone can trade in the foreign exchange market. You could download the MetaTrader 4 app. It's called MT4 MetaTrader 4, and you could start trading on your own. You can make a broker account. I use the broker called KOT, King of Transparency, and but all of this stuff you can do it by yourself, right? My organization is only for folks who desire to go with others, because as a African proverb says, when you want to go fast, go alone. When you want to go far, go with others. My mentor, last year she was working in Hooters. This year she makes over $50,000 a month, right? And that's just from her network marketing business. Now, what she makes from trading on her own, you can only imagine, because she has residual income to invest and play with, right? But last year she was in Hooters, right? She did not go from in 1 year to she's about to reach $100,000 a month in the top of next year. It's already projected, but she didn't.
Not because of Forex, because of her marketing.
From her marketing, yes. Now from trading, She like we do trainings and et cetera, et cetera. Like she trades. In order to know that she trades, like in order to have an organization of over 2,500 people that are coming to you to learn how to trade, you must have something of value, right? So if I don't know how to trade, you're not gonna come learn how to trade through our system, right? So what you pay for, you don't pay for my mentorship. That's why I can't force you to do a single thing, right? You do as you desire, right?
It's like teaching strategies.
Is teaching folks how to use products that are gonna make them profitable in the market. So our products, for example, the harmonic scanner. The banks, you have a bank account, the banks use your money to trade in the foreign exchange market, right? And they hire Forex traders to trade your money, right? So, but the product that they use is the harmonic scanner. The harmonic scanner is artificial intelligence that reads the market and tells you directly what to do. It's a copy and paste system, right? So I tell folks.
If you miss a payment, is that the tool that you lose access to?
Yes, correct. But the payment is monthly, right? But tell me this: if you buying skincare product, right, and it's not working on you, right? Are you gonna buy it again next month, right? But if you're using skincare product, right, and you had really bad acne, and your acne clears up, are you gonna continue using it?
Yeah, sure.
Right. So the results speak for themselves, right? When you come in here, we have our products are 85% accurate, called the naked, and that's just one of our products. We have over 20 products.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I don't know why everybody doesn't do it.
Because when you don't believe in yourself, it does not matter what you do. Nothing will come out with the desired results if you do not believe in yourself, right? So that's why I say I'm not in the business of teaching people how to trade, because I'm not teaching you how to trade. You're learning how to trade through the products. You're learning how there's master educators. People have made over 6 figures earning online in our platform, right? So I'm not hired by our organization yet because I'm not a master trader yet, right? But I don't need to be a master trader in order to show people the opportunity that you could come in here with $10 and flip it to $100 within a few hours. I've done that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the only reason why I did that was because I had these products. The only reason why I did that was because someone decided to put up an Instagram post, and I decided to take a risk and be like, shit, if I lose 235, that's a pair of sneakers. And I was broke, busted, and disgusted. I started Forex in 2018. I was working 60 hours a week, and I said, all right, shit, I don't got nothing to lose. I just dropped out of school. What do I have to lose? I have no kids. Let me go see what this is about. I was in the right mindset. I was suicidal. I was bugging out, right? So the opportunity was there, but I was not ready for it. Then quarantine came, and I was like, you know what? I'm literally not doing nothing in my house. May came, and I said, I got these unemployment checks. Let me start investing in myself, right? And boom, I got back into Forex. In July, July 17th, my business went from 2 people by the end of the night to 12 people, right? But I gave myself the opportunity. You feel me? And that's why I feel like when you say 85% accurate, why aren't more people doing this? Because they don't believe in themselves. Because a lot of people tell me, I'm going to wait until you make money. Fine, you waited until I made money. When you start, are you going to start with my bank account or yours?
Can I use yours?
You my bro, I'll let you use mine. But you get what I'm saying? Like when people tell me they're going to wait for me, that tells me that they're not in a space of need. Because I needed to stop being broke. I needed to get out of my circumstance. I needed it. There's someone in our organization that is in Russia, bro. And at the time, she was making $600 a month. The monthly is $235, the enrollment fee. And the continue fee is $175. She was paying that. And our mentor didn't know that was over a third of her income. Her enrollment fee, but she did it. Why was this person that makes less? I know y'all make more than $600 a month, right? This person did it because she saw the vision. But not only that, she didn't just see our mentor making money. She saw what it could do for her. No one cares that you have money. No one cares that you are talented. People want to see what can that bring me. What can my and that's why the business I have is as successful, because people don't care what I have. People care what can Erik do for me. All right. Ooh.
Erik, you mentioned a couple times you had your own problems.
Oh yeah, I'm not perfect, y'all.
Now you got a boyfriend. You got 30 mentees.
Damn. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I've been feeling very, very, very overwhelmed, right? But you cannot pray for something. You cannot pray to eat and then say that you are full. Say that it's too much. Nah, I asked God to fill my plate, and now my plate is filled. Now I'm learning how to have a full plate. Because for a long time, I was maneuvering from a space of lack. From a long time, I just knew how to be a broke ass nigga. Now, literally, poverty is a mindset, family, and that's what I teach folks.
Yeah, but you don't feel as down as you did before.
Not,
You feel much
not
better,
at all,
much
son.
better
Because
place.
I'm walking in my purpose. Every day I wake up excited, and every day I wake up, I go to sleep excited to wake up, because I'm purposeful.
Well, Erik, thanks for coming, man.
Damn, thanks for having me, bro. I was not trying to talk about this Forex shit, but thank
Is
you.
there anybody if you want to tell anybody about your business? Where can they go to find that?
Y'all could DM me.
What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is eusokwame, eu.sou.kwame. That means I am in Portuguese, and Kwame means born on a Saturday, and from Ghana, Ghanaian.
Which is also Jessica Krug's other nickname, Kwame.
Are you dead ass?
No.
Oh, damn, yo. He was he about to trigger me. I was about to call this bitch. I'm like, yo. But yeah, y'all can hit me up on Instagram, and then y'all can text me 347-570-7851. That's 347-570-7851. Call me, FaceTime me. What's up?
You want to get my number?
Yeah, transparency is the source.
Okay.
Holla at me.
You can find me on Instagram at vegetable_lasagna.
He's hilarious.
Thank you. Hopefully this turns into something. I'm definitely gonna be doing it every week.
Man, let me just say thank you for having me once again. Thank you for for all of y'all out there listening. We was doing this. We was talking about this a year ago. A year ago, we was talking about that thing he asked me about. Mad Grateful. I was like, all right, that's what I'm gonna name my podcast. Then the third.
You were making your podcast.
Yeah. And then life, what's happening, and I'm out here looking at this man, and like I'm talking about myself, but he's gone through his own things, but he's still here, and that's the magic. We've all been, family. Remember this. Y'all have all been through stuff, but y'all are here today to complain about it and be grateful for it. So remember that.
Thanks for listening.
Wow. That's done recording.